That's a bit better. And it's also a lot more in time. If you're hearing the baby, that's my daughter, Brianna. She just turned 1 a few days ago. Happy birthday! Oh, a bit of a mistake down there. You'll find that I'll have to re-listen to a song I'm making 100 times to get it right, which sometimes makes me pretty sick of the song. Anyway, that channel seems to be okay, so we'll move on to the next one. Pen at 25% left sounds good. And the next instrument we'll do is that these instruments were all from the MT32 so far, so now we're going to record from the CM500 because its strings are better. And here we go. Quickly quantize it, and I think the velocities are good. Also, you can see this whole control panel here. There's settings for the coarse level and the reverb level. I've already preset those, but you can change them. But I usually leave it on full reverb for Space Quest 2, because for these sections of Space Quest 2 I'm going for a more 80s electronic soundtrack. For the more space sections, just kind of like a Blade Runner type style, just for the space sections. And the planet Labion will be natural orchestra, organic type music. And now that that's done, we'll move on to our last instrument here. It's a really low bass. That's going to sound really cool. And bring this track together. So we'll start recording. And again, we'll quantize and just make sure it's good, and scale velocity to full, because that's an important instrument. We want that to be fairly loud, but that'll stay center in the panning. And now we're gonna it's a finished track. I'll mute this one now, and we'll record it with Gold Wave. And normally I can record audio in Sonar, but lately my computer has been really running slow lately, and when I try to record in audio on Sonar here, it starts slowing down and the MIDI goes out of sync and it sounds horrible. So I'm just going to use Gold Wave instead. So we just set this to play. We'll put it at the beginning and record, and it'll record here. Alright, and there's our finished file there. It's a little clipped, it's a little too loud, but for the purpose of this video it doesn't really matter. So So I'll just select it and trim it. And about now I do some volume changes. Maybe select a little louder, a little quieter, depending on how it was recorded, if it was recorded loud enough or not. And see, right here actually is a little, I probably should have, so when this plays, it goes through and then it suddenly stops abruptly right here because I stopped it before. I should have let it reverb out, which I'd usually do. But again, in this case, it doesn't really matter. So, do some extra trimming again. And I'm just doing it real quick here, but I normally take a lot more care in how I crop things, especially when a song is looping, which this one isn't. But if a song was looping, I have to do a lot more work here in Goldwave to get it to loop so that it would sound good in game. So now we just save it as opening wave, and then we go to the folder here, music, and there it is, and we'll just get OGG drop XPD here. I usually run on a quality of 96 kbps, which keeps a lot of quality but really keeps the file size down as well. I'd say it's a pretty good setting for games, so that's what I usually do for games. And then you just drag it in, it starts creating it. I already had one previously, so it just overwrites it right here, and it's done and ready to go in the game. And that's basically how a song's made. I hope you enjoyed it.